Man, let me just say this. Some of y'all preachers then lost y'all mind, man. Watch this.
You spirit of prostitution, leave this body. Leave this body. God have mercy upon pastors. Pastor Courvoisier ain't no pastor.
Shout out to dlai for that reaction, man. I kind of needed that laugh because the video was just making me so mad because there's just so many snakes and crooked people, man, who just take on God as a facade to scam people and get over on people and touch and feel on people like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people that go to church to try to be fixed and try to become whole because certain stuff that went on in their life. They done got hurt from this person and that person, and family that did them wrong, friends that did them wrong, all this type of stuff. They come to church broken, trying to be fixed, and then here you got Pastor Courvoisier and Dinkin Dangalang running through every chick in the church. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just disappointing and irritating that this is the representation of Christians nowadays, of a lot of religions nowadays. You seen who's that? The Dalai Lama? The Dalai Lama is supposed to be this religious, peaceful guy of the world, trying to put his tongue down a little boy's throat. Like, what is going on, man, in this world today? It is making me mad that this is what we got representing us. And listen, I get we all trying, man. But as leaders, man, pastors, y'all gonna have to try a little harder. And I'm putting that on all us Christians. We got to try a little harder, man. We got to try a lot harder, because what we represent, man, ain't making nobody want to come nowhere near God. You understand what I'm saying? And then it just baffled me that the woman, what type of mind altering things that this man has said that would have you not be able to slap out of this when your booty is getting slapped like this. Like, what? She just you know what I'm saying? But I mean, she do got enough cushion back there that I don't know if nothing would, she would feel nothing back there. You dig what I'm saying? You could just slap her. She'd probably be like, did somebody bump me or something? Whatever. You know, she probably wouldn't feel it back there. She got a lot back there to work with. But what I'm saying is, it's amazing that and it seems like a lot of men have kind of backed away from the church. Me, I didn't back away purposely from nothing like this. I just, being a heathen, and ain't been going. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of men tend to back away from the church because it's like a feminist type of breeding ground. A lot of women are there, and a lot of the rhetoric that's being preached is for women. You know what I'm saying? They tell you, like, you don't need a man. Megan Good's old husband was just preaching that last couple weeks ago or something like that. Oh, the woman come in whole. Adam was the only one that's broken, and you don't need nobody. You don't need no man. You already whole. Okay, man. And what's crazy is the women fully buy into it, and they'll come to church and be on hand and feet, washing the pastor's feet, literally. Anything you need, whatever the pastor need, we gonna get for him. But they'll go right home to their man or their husband and treat them like trash and tell them to their face, I don't need you. All she need is God and pastor. Now, we know we're supposed to put God first, but why does woman treat pastor so good, but she won't treat the man that's at home that she linked with the same respect? It's like they preach and pander to the women and get them, and the women are so enamored by these pastors and, you know, what they got, the glitz and the glamour and oh, the man of God. And, you know, that when a pastor do something sneaky and creepy like this, they don't even blink. And then let's keep it a buck. A lot of y'all women be aiming for this. That's probably why you ain't snapped out of it, because you've been waiting on him to slap your cheeks all this time. You know what I'm saying? We know that goes down too. Like, you got a lot of women in the congregation that's got their eye on the first lady's chair or whatever, and they aiming. They, you know what I'm saying? They coming to church with no drawers on, crossing their legs like the chick in that movie and all of that. But it's what I'm just saying is just all around. It's just foul, man. It's just foul. It's foul for pastors and preachers to be out here scamming folks out of their money, preying on people, you know, telling women what they want to hear so they can finesse them out of all of their life savings. You know what I'm saying? It's foul that you got to go to a church. I remember I went to one of them mega churches. It was like a Friday service or something. I don't know. I ain't had nothing but a couple dollars in my pocket, no way. But they was calling lines for you to come up to church. They started off with the $500 line. Okay, that's clearly not for me. You know, I don't think I had nothing but $5 or $10 in my pocket for the rest of the week. It was at the Winings Church, perfecting. But my man preached so good, Pastor Noel Jones, that I'm like, I'm going to trust God for this gas money out here. Next line was the $100 line. Okay, that ain't my line. Next line was the $50 line. If you got $50, come on up. Then it was if you got 20, come on up. Then they ain't call no more numbers after that. I'm like, what is... Okay, well, I just tucked my little 10 in, 5 or 10 or whatever it was, but I felt highly offended. What happened to just walk past the plate, put in what you want to put in? I done seen a video, I don't know what church this is or where this was, but he walked up and put $100 in the plate and he waiting on some change, and they told him they don't give change and would not get that man his change. He back in the office talking like, hey man, I didn't have time to get no change, but I wasn't giving that whole 100. And they politely told him, we're not giving it back to you. Like, what type of people of God are we really saying that we are? That we think we would attract other people to come anywhere near God. Because they looking at us, and I'm saying us because, you know, I'm a heathen too. I'm trying to be right, trying to get right. So I am mindful. I try to be mindful about how I talk and you know, I try to be a moral guy. It's for one, it's just built into me. I've been raised like that. God been in me since little, and my family, I've had a great family, and they have just placed good morals and things into me. My mom, and you know, has just poured so much good into me that I can't help but try to be the best guy that I can be to whoever I'm around. You know, I try to be the best that I can be and to uplift people, you know, but I fall short, as we all do. But I'm just saying, man, this right here, what all of this is becoming, just the world in general, I'm so disappointed, man. But then when I look at what is supposed to help people get away from the debauchery and the ratchetness of the world, and what is supposed to be pulling people away from that is just as ratchet as the world. And I do say, like, don't give up on the church. I say don't give up on it because people are people, and church folk ain't nothing but sinners that are in church. You know what I'm saying? They still gonna be sinners. They trying to be better, or maybe some of them ain't, like this pastor here. But either way, you gonna find people in they messed up ways in church just as well. But I say don't let that deter you from your relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? Like, just realize people gonna be people in your family you've been trying to make better all this time. People you've been kicking it with, your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whoever you've been kicking it with. You've been trying to change them and make them how you want them to be all this time, right? All these years. Did they do it yet? No, they probably ain't gonna do it. They're gonna do it on their time, right? Whenever they're ready to change. You ain't gonna make nobody change that ain't ready. And this goes for church folks too. Like, if they ain't really ready to change, but they going to church, they taking the first step, but they may not change like the congregation would like them to. You know what I'm saying? Or the congregation may not change like they like them to. But just long story short, don't give up on us. Don't give up on God and as a whole. But I still am gonna hold us accountable, because this is some of the most ratchet, ignorant, stupid, debaucherous stuff I've ever seen. And I'm so disappointed that a good amount of it is coming from church folk, so-called church folk. We, and I say we because we all in this together, but we got to do better. It's your boy P. Cam. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. That's your boy.